So, we've reached a bit where anime starts flooding in, have we? I know I'm falling behind. It's a tradition by now, isn't it? I got 4 new episodes to watch, and I got 4 more waiting to be watched once I finish this one. And as usual, I'm going to review these and let you know what I think. Let me know in the comments if you like them as well, and what else you think I should watch. Because this is a 2019 spring anime preview, from a different perspective. Music anime and club anime are two things which come a lot when it comes to new anime series, and we've got a few of those new anime this season, with several anime based around clubs and music. The first one I've seen so far is Kono Ota Tomare, Sounds of Life, which is actually a club-based anime, based around a music club. But not your standard music club, it's based around the koto club. The koto is a traditional Japanese string instrument. I've never actually seen one before this. I've probably seen one in the back of anime somewhere, or some historical thing. But it looks like a ginormous piece of wood with strings attached to it. But the anime so far hasn't really shown much of the music from a koto. It's actually shown more of the club members, or club member I should say. As the only remaining club member, because the rest of them have graduated, is Takezo Kurata, a kind of weedy looking guy who is always being bullied. So much so, the 3 main bullies of the school have actually taken over a club room. They've graffitied his sign, they've trashed his room. Thankfully the instrument's fine, but everything else is absolutely trash. But of course, Kurata wants to find new club members, because without new club members, the club's going to get dissolved. But where on earth would he find new club members for a club which has no real reason to exist? And whilst it sounds crazy in real life, in anime it's not too surprising that his saviour comes in the form of a thug. Well, people call him a thug, he's not really, he's just misunderstood. But welcome to Chika Kudo. A guy with a bit of reputation, has been in trouble with the police, people call him crazy. Like I say, he's just misunderstood. And of course he just wants to take those bullies out. But those bullies decide to fight back. And they start doing something to really hurt Kudo. And in doing so, hurt Kurata as well. Because they're bullies and they've got no reason to do anything else than bully, apparently. So that's one of the bad things I find about having bullies in anime. They always have no reason for doing what they're doing. Well, yes, bullies generally have no reason for doing what they do. Anime often paints them as being even more pointless than normal. But one thing leads to another, the club's saved, Kudo does finally join the club, despite Kurata being resistant to the idea of a crazy person joining the club, and all things go well. All in all, the actual appearance of the anime is very nice. It reminds me of anime like Your Lie and March Comes In Like a Lion. It's got a very softly drawn feel about it. It's more of a thought-provoking anime than a action anime, or an action anime, or a club anime, or anything like that. It's very much designed to soothe and bring you into our world, rather than just being entertainment. And you get that idea from the entire premise as well. There's a lot here which will draw you in. Now I was watching it, and I didn't know what to expect from it. I hadn't really heard much about it. It hasn't got a huge amount of fanfare online, from what I've heard. But I will be honest, it's one of the best shows I've watched so far this season. Even though we've only really met 3 main characters, we've met Kudo, we've met Kurata, and we've met Kudo's friend, Takanami, we know what's happening. We want to know more about them. They are hard-hitting. I'm probably going to be watching this one, and this could very well be the anime, which pushes me into getting a full-time Funimation subscription this season. Because, as you probably guessed, it is airing over at Funimation. Huh? 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 You know what? I can't do that. I was going to do a review of this without talking, but that'd be kind of pointless because you wouldn't be able to know what I was doing. Which most definitely is not the case when you try and watch Joshi Kosei, a new anime with no dialogue. Yep, you heard that correct. It's an anime with no dialogue. Now obviously, this one is a short, you'd probably expect that given the fact the quirk of it is kind of limiting, but despite the lack of speaking, the actual anime is very interesting. I find myself wondering just what can I say about that, because I've got no idea whatsoever how to get across what I've just experienced. Except the fact that thighs. If you like legs, you're gonna like this anime. There's lots of legs here. Well, I say there's lots of legs. There are two legs. Two very prominent legs, which take up pretty much half the episode. Now, Joshikose is an anime with no dialogue. That doesn't mean the characters are silent. They do have little Foley sounds. They groan, they sigh, they make noises. You can hear what they are thinking or doing, and I think it's a genius way of doing things. I mean, it's weird. I don't know how we're going to do future episodes, except quietly. I also think it's going to make very bizarre, because it's not an anime which is going to need a dub, because what are you going to dub? Will they actually record a dub of it? Be kind of pointless if you ask me, but, well, should you watch it? Again, that's a hard one to answer, because it doesn't really have much meat, but it doesn't have much duration either. It's a 3-minute episode, so you're not exactly going to miss that from your life. Is it worth watching? Most definitely. Even if just to experience what it is all about. Because I, for one, will be watching more. Because I want to know what we're going to do. I want to know who these girls are and what we're doing. So, surprisingly, I'm going to recommend this one, despite the fact there's no dialogue. And you can find it on Crunchyroll. Have you ever been that anime fan that dreamed that your favourite figure would one day come to life? I've not been that anime fan. And anybody sane probably hasn't been that anime fan either. But you know who has been that anime fan? Haruto Boida, who one day goes to a store and buys himself a figure from his favourite anime. Takes it home, displays it on a table, gets into a heated phone call with someone who claims he's just a generic otaku, got no interest in 3D girls whatsoever. Well, he doesn't really, he's a generic anime otaku. Only to find out that this anime figure is bought is actually real. Yep, the figure of Nona, the main character of the anime, he really loved as a kid, is real. She's actually Nona. Or is she Nona? She's a real figure? Is she real Nona? We didn't, to be honest, the anime doesn't explain that. The truth of the matter is, it's an anime figure come to life. Or it's a girl who looks like an anime figure, who's being treated as an anime figure, who is actually alive. All I know is the anime is cute. As is Nona. It's got a sort of CG feel to the entire anime. It looks like it is CG animated. That's not exactly a bad thing. The anime comes across crisp and clear. It doesn't feel plastic, except for the plastic bits. And that's how he finds out that she's real, because he ends up looking into her plastic bits and she gets upset and starts firing guns at him. So you don't mess with Nona. She has weapons. She's fully armed. Not fully dressed, but she's fully armed. There's not really much more to the episode other than just Nona meeting Haruto and them hitting it off in an interesting way, where Haruto does not want Nona to know that she's from an anime, because she might think she's not real. Whether or not she is real or not, we've no idea. And Nona thinking that he's just a professor in this bizarre alien world that she's come to explore. Not Earth. There's not much to explain in this first episode. I'm looking forward to seeing more though, just so I can find out what's going on. There do appear to be more figurines in the anime, other than Nona. I'm looking forward to meeting them. If you watched last year's Frame Arms Girl and want more pint-sized cuteness, then you can't go much wrong with this anime. I've not actually mentioned what it is yet. It's Amazing Stranger, and it's airing over at Crunchyroll. When I saw the premise of this new anime, I had the biggest facepalm ever. It reads absolutely terribly, and the first few minutes of the episode played out pretty terribly as well. It just looked like a mysterious Toonie was writing a script to a game they wanted to make. They couldn't make it, and so I decided to turn it into a script for an anime instead. They're introducing a ginormous worldview with no real premise whatsoever. Hey, once that gets over, suddenly we're in an auction house, because auction houses are dark and gritty. Apparently, Japan's got this whole idea that buying things in auction is evil. I suppose in this case it is, there's rich people buying loads of weird war memorabilia, because hey, there was a war which ended, and no doubt our main character is going to be something related to that war. But we do finally meet her, and yes, it is a she, Our main character is Malia Noah. She's a guard in a auction house with a rifle for some reason. She's pretty cute, doesn't seem too unusual. Relatively straightforward female lead, who from a flashback of the start of the episode we know has some kind of connection to another woman and a village burning down. Again, we don't know much about what's going on, and once you know it, one of the items gets stolen halfway through the auction. An armed fighter, the aforementioned woman, charges into the auction house, starts killing people left, right and centre, and steals a mysterious page, which I assume has got some kind of magic power. She's got a weird creature with her. I suppose these are the fairies they're referring to when they say the name of the anime is Fairy Gone. But it looks to be very violent, very dark, gritty anime. Not my cup of tea whatsoever. But there's a little bit of hope. There's a bit of hope. The main character looks a bit interesting. And she's got a little mascot character pet thing that she ends up helping. And there's also the other main character. I'm sure he's the main character. Mr. Free Underbar. There's many jokes I could make with that name. But I'll let your imagination make them for you, because let's be honest, you're making those jokes as well. It's not the best name ever. And he's also got a spirit. And he starts fighting the other woman who's trying to steal stuff, because he's the head guard of this place. Now, we'll be honest, as much as this fight looks cool, I've got no real view on which side is good, which side is bad. It's just two people fighting with spirits, or fairies in this case. And our main character trying to stop them because she likes her boss, she likes the head guard, but she also likes her friend, Veronica, who is the girl who's trying to steal stuff. And wouldn't you know it, halfway through the battle, Malia ends up getting her own fairy and stopping the battle between the two of them, except the fact that Veronica manages to run away with the thing she was trying to steal. It will be interesting to see where this one goes, because there's lots of question marks there and it's not as off-putting as I originally thought it was going to be. They show interest to me. I want to know what's going on. Just what is this Dorothea thing that she's been forced to join? It is a bit of a mystery, this one. It's not fantastic. I'm bordering on not watching more. But since I'm going to be subs to Funimation anyway, I'm going to give it another try. You can find this one at Funimation, in case you hadn't guessed. Today was a day of unexpected surprises, wasn't it? I didn't think any of these 4 series would be to my tastes. And I really didn't think the 2 I liked most would really be what I would like most. Did they surprise you? Let me know down below. And join me next time as I review 4 more shows. Until then, thanks for watching, bye bye.